Well, it's Tuesday, May 15th, and I haven't been feeling well. And last night, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was some kind of like panicky thing or not, but it didn't feel like that. I never felt it before. So I tried some different allergy medications and stuff like that, and actually it did help relieve a little bit of it. But I don't know if that's really because I needed that, or those of you who are on medication like I am, when you throw up and stuff like that, they give you Phenergan and stuff like that. But that in itself is an antihistamine. I started learning about all these medications a long, long time ago when I was a teenager, and I've kept up with all the latest news and what would help us. And the truth is, there are a lot of drugs out there that would help us. People with bipolar disorder, manic depression, major depression, PTSD, OCDs, all this can be done with this medication, but it's so expensive. And if you're like me, I don't have insurance. All I have is like a Walgreens card that, just cuts a little bit of the cost off for generic brands. But I can't take any of the major ones because they're just too expensive. I remember I bought Risperdal, when I was about 19, and they thought, well, maybe this will help him with, what he's going through. And I remember it was $552. And then that's not counting, the things that were done to me when I was little. They scarred my insides and stuff. So at the same time, I was paying $5,000 to get that looked at from a GI doctor to see how far it had gone and how many polyps I had and how bad the ulcers were. You know how it is. People like me know how it is. But I do want to say thank you to Brandy. Brandy, if you're out there, I woke up this morning, not long ago actually, and I was feeling, just like I've been doing this for a long time in forums and everything, and you're about maybe the second person who has ever said thanks for sharing that, and I appreciate that. I'm not going to say your last name, of course, because of things, but sometimes, I don't know, it's just, you do. See, medicine will make you forget too. And I'm pulling up what you said. And hearing, yeah, you said, you heard what I said, and it helps a lot. And it does have a lot to talk about it. Because sometimes people look at you and they don't understand anything. They don't understand your way that you do things, the way that you don't do things. I still suffer from OCD. I still have to wash my face, a million times a day because I feel like I'm not clean enough. And then when that bitch hugged me the other day and had the audacity to say I was her cousin and all of that, I wanted to punch her out so bad, or at least say, just hit her. But the fact of the reality is I would have been in jail. But then what she did is okay. Because if you don't turn it in and you're a child, and if you don't turn it in by the time if it happens at 7, by the time you're 14, then there's nothing you can do about it. Well, that's a bunch of shit. I mean, these laws need to change for people like us. It's hard. After these things happen, you don't want to go outside. You can't work. It's not that you don't want to. I remember not even being able to go get my mail if the mail lady came. Not being able to answer my door, even if there's UPS, because people who were doing things were still leaving notes on my car, and I had moved to a different state. People can be vicious and cruel, and they won't stop. People who are like this will never, never be rehabilitated in any way. They just won't. I just have come to that conclusion. I wish I could say that they would, but they're not. And, when you come out with this, I lived in a small town, everybody looked at me like it was my fault. They made me, drop money on the counter because they wouldn't take it out of my hands. They made me, it was just, to make matters worse, you're already dealing with the pressures of everything else. And, I just want to say thank you. Not for sharing your stories or doing what you do, but for surviving this long, but for being here right now. And that's what you gotta remember. And I tell myself that every day. I'm not saying that I'm perfect and I don't have panic attacks and stuff like that, because I do. I mean, I can be in the middle of a store and then there'll be 5 people and me think, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. But, you know, thanks for surviving this long. And I've had suicide attempts and I've done numerous suicide attempts. But I'm here today. And like I said, I still feel like shit sometimes, but maybe together we can make it better. Maybe all of us together can make it a lot better. Those who know how it feels. So, I urge you not to be not as active about it. I am very active about it. I tell people, yeah, I take it. When they look at me weird, I go, look, you can look at me weird all you want to, because it's my body, my mind. I know what I need, and I know what I need to survive. And that's all that you need. I mean, we have animal instincts. You know what you need to survive. And you just speak up. Say, look, I'm on that too. And then a lot of people will go, you know, I had to take this for this or this for that. You'll see. Anyway, just to all of you, to Brandy, thanks for the message, and thanks for surviving with me. And I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.